You're still
Are
here.
we going live? Okay, here we go. I know. Oh, I know. Where's my sound?
I don't know.
Oh man, technical difficult. Oh, there we go. What the hell? Oh man, what happened? Oh,
Replay it.
I gotta
Turn it on again, Kev.
I gotta start over. 'Cause
Yeah,
I missed
you
an
gotta.
important part.
You missed all
I
the
gotta
good
start
parts.
over. Where's Dave?
Where the hell is 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 Dave? Dave's not here, man.
I'm calling all the motor bloggers and letting them know that it's Funny Friday.
Oh yeah, my friend.
Right on. Well, welcome to a very special live with the Canadian guys, and we're really pleased to have Blacktop Devil and Lady Devil on with us, and our usual crew. We've got Jarvis Biker and Harley Diner Rides, and with so I'm just gonna go around. I'm Superman Kev, 2001. I'm a former motorcycle instructor, and anybody who watches my channel knows that we all ride motorcycles and eat ice cream, and that's the big thing with my channel, and we like to have fun. Wayne, tell us about you.
Okay, so Jarvis Biker. I live in Jarvis, Ontario, Canada. Ride a 2005 Goldwing and a 2012 Kawasaki Concord. Long distance rides are my fave. We do a little bit of drone work as well when it's not windy as hell like it is the last little bit. So, yeah. Southern Ontario, Northern Ontario, and parts elsewhere when they open the border. Dave?
Yeah. And then I'm Dave. My channel is Harley's Diners Rides, and I've been going for just over a year now with it. And we do videos on riding, travel, reviews, and RVing, right? Because we've got a fifth wheel toy hauler that we throw the bikes in, and we tour, around Canada and United States. Can't wait to get back there, and that. So, looking forward to things opening up. And I ride a 2007, it's an older girl, Harley Davidson Street Glide.
Nice.
Awesome.
Pimped.
You don't say pimped in the motorcycle world,
It's pimped.
right? No.
Maybe we should.
You can say whatever you want.
He's got
It
more
has-
toys on that thing than my Goldwing will carry. So
Well, it's got a few little things on it, yes.
Oh, yeah.
so
Why is
So,
it so glitchy today?
We'll introduce ourselves real
We're
quick.
glitchy.
yeah.
I'm Brian from the channel Blacktop Devil. I ride a 2011
So, Brian,
What's that?
yes, introduce you.
I ride a 2011 Harley Electric Glide. I also have a 2015 Street Bob. That's kind of my work bike. And that's pretty much the end of my story, I guess. I'm a long-haired metalhead on the side, and
We like to go on long rides and
yeah,
Yeah.
walk it.
you're over here talking. Who are you?
I'm Heather, better half of this guy. I ride, I have a new little, well, it's not new. I have a little Kawasaki Eliminator that I'm learning on. I've only been on it 4 times, so it's a slow process. And I ride on the back of his bikes. Yeah. It's my favorite spot to be.
We just saw your video where you actually took the Kawasaki out on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, congrats.
Thank you. It happened fast. I was just like, hey, let's go on the road. And he said, oh, okay.
How did I
I'll follow you.
That's the best way to have it happen.
Yeah.
So did you take the rider's course, or you just?
I haven't yet. I was going to last month. We kind of had a crappy month. So I'm going to in the future soon. I haven't found the time yet, but I will be taking it soon.
Because it's an opportunity to scratch up somebody else's bike,
Right? Not my
instead
own.
of your
Yeah. So I will be taking it.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Cool. So I've got what we're going to do here is I will ask a question, and then both these guys have got some questions for you as well. So I don't know why it's so glitchy tonight. Right? We're never usually this
Yeah.
glitchy.
Just keep going; it'll straighten out. There's a thunderstorm going through, so it's probably interfering with the internet.
Okay. So the first question I got for you, you guys on a lot of your videos, you do beer stops, and what is your best place for food beer combo have you gone to?
Oh man. I don't know. We've been to a lot of great places.
Yeah. Food and beer combo. Some pretty close ones come to mind.
Yeah, in at Cunningham's.
So if
Yeah.
you were to go to one, what would be?
We have. You want to take this
No,
one?
go ahead.
We have a really close one. Actually, we have 2, and you probably forgot about the other one. But we have a place called Cunningham's that's only about 30 miles from here, and it's a lot of bar food. But they have it's different options. It's more. It's like it kind of rides the line between bar food and restaurant, and they also have 100 beer probably
Yep.
that you can kind of choose from.
Most of them are local. I
Yeah.
mean, just the surrounding states.
Yeah, they pull a lot of Nebraska, Iowa beer. So that's a really good place to go. And then we have another one just a little bit northwest of us, about 40 miles. And I don't remember the name of that brewery. We've only been there one time. But they had a really good, I think I had a hamburger, and it was really good.
I don't know where that is.
The Johnson
Oh,
Lake one.
yeah.
Yeah, and they had
Good place.
a porter.
Mhm.
Was it a peanut butter porter?
I think so.
It all runs together. But yeah, that was as far as combo places, those are the first 2 that come to mind.
That was his phone.
I better turn my phone notification off.
Yeah, thank you. God.
It's my fart
All right,
notification.
and the next question. I always laugh when I remember watching the one you did where you did a Halloween candy beer combo, and
Mhm.
it really made me laugh.
That was actually really good.
That was really good, yeah. I'm a sucker for chocolate and beer
Me
and
too.
dark beer.
Me too.
Yeah, I noticed that in your videos. There's a lot of dark beer.
Yeah.
Mhm. We like to chew it.
Yeah.
So,
You ever come across Guinness?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We drink
Yes.
that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to get to Ireland sometime and try
Mhm.
actual Guinness, but
I did that. Lori and I did that for our honeymoon. We went to Ireland for 2 weeks and went to the tallest pub in Ireland,
Nice.
in Ireland, and that's the top of the Guinness factory.
oh, nice.
cool.
That's cool.
Right. So guess what they serve there?
Guinness
Uh,
beer, fresh.
Bud Light. I don't know.
It's fresh. It's fresh off the kegs, Guinness, right?
Nice.
That's
Oh, that'd be
great.
good.
Yeah.
I heard it's really smooth.
Mhm.
It's you know what? Once you acquire the taste for it, it's a nice smooth drinking beer. Yeah,
Mhm.
Nice.
my wife steals mine for cooking now, so it's not the greatest either.
Maybe you should start doing that.
I don't know about it.
Next question, Kev.
so yeah, what events are you planning to attend this summer?
The only thing we really have set in stone right now is Sturgis. We go there usually every year. This will be like our ninth time
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Too many.
We go as many
It's-
times as we can. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But.
So we'll
So
be
how
going
far
there
is
for
that for you guys?
What's that?
How far is that from your place?
It's only about 7 hours, roughly.
That's not bad.
8 if we're kind of pokey,
Mhm.
but
Right.
it's not bad. And then
Yeah.
we are going to K River Campground in October for the Stubborn American Rally.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, that
We went to that last year. It was a lot of fun. So
Mhm.
we booked it again right away so we could get the tree house for
Treehouse.
Mama here. She
I don't like camp.
she doesn't like the tent
I'm not
as much as I do.
adventurous.
So I got to keep her happy so she keeps coming with me, you know.
Yeah. And then you're part of the largest poker run. With
Yeah.
the Badgers?
Yep. I don't remember what number I was exactly, but that was a lot of fun to do that. It was kind of a cluster, but it was a lot of fun.
The route.
The route.
I
Oh,
imagine
the
the
route.
River-
Yeah. I'm sorry. I should probably turn this up just a little bit. Yeah. The world record poker run. I did. DeBeard from Baggers and Brews and I came up with that route, and I didn't have a whole lot else to do with it other than kind of plan the stops and the roads and stuff like that. But I'm really excited for people to ride it because I'm taking them by some pretty awesome things. And unfortunately I can't do it. So I'm going to have to live vicariously through their videos.
So when you plan your routes, what do you use?
I typically use
I should
Google Maps.
clarify because on your videos you actually outline your road on the map and you do it really quickly.
Yeah.
How do you do that, and what do you use for actually planning your roads?
For the actual planning, I use Google Maps. It works really well. And then I've been meaning to do a video on it. I'm just lazy, but
yeah, you need to tell people how you get it
Yeah.
actually into the bike and how you keep
Yeah.
your waypoints.
I
and all
use
that.
I use Google Maps, and then I route it out per day, and then I put it into a Google Sheet, which I can get from my phone. And then when I just go to my Google Sheet on my phone, I just click the link, and it'll bring up that route for that day. I just have it listed day 1, day 2, day 3.
So you use your phone as your guidance?
Yeah.
Or you don't use? Do you have the GPS on the bike?
No, mine is old enough where it doesn't have GPS on the
Okay.
bike, so I just use my
Right.
phone. But I actually have a spare, my old phone that I just throw up in my phone holder. So my good one, just in case something happens.
Yeah.
My good one's in my pocket or in the tour pack, whatever.
When
then
I
just
go on a
kinda-
big trip, I use the second oldest phone that I have,
Yeah.
and I keep my good one safe inside in case we get a downpour or
right.
it falls off the bike or something.
Yeah, that's how I do it too. You never know what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
for sure.
You go into a restaurant or something and forget it, and somebody runs off
Takes
with it.
it.
You know.
So Brian, are you going to join the poker run at some point in time to ride into Sturgis, or?
Yeah, it's with what we do for work. It's kind of hard to get a whole lot of time off and kind of know when. But we're hoping to meet up in. My first option is Durango. I'd like to get to Durango and then ride from there. But second option, we'll go to Golden, Colorado. That's only about 7 hours from us. So we could meet up in Golden, ride into Cheyenne with everybody, and then ride into Sturgis the next day. I don't know for sure, like I said, if that'll happen, but it's like penciled in.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's close.
Yeah.
Now, do you do? I don't know if Kev's. I see him still kind of off there. If you tell me to be quiet, Kev, if you're ready, but I'll ask this now.
I'm glitchy.
Vocally,
I'm
he's
glitchy.
there.
I don't know why I'm glitchy.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
Just keep talking, Kev. Don't worry about the picture.
Yeah.
I hear you just fine.
Yeah.
So
All
maybe
right. So what I've got here.
Hidden places to check out.
So I've got hidden places to check out near you in Nebraska.
We're going to be doing a video on one soon, and I don't want
I'm not going to give it away.
But there's a lot of cool things around here. There's a lot of weird rock formations, and that's
So there
about it.
are.
Yeah, there's not much.
No, it's got some hidden gems. There's one that we did do a video on. It's an old chalk mine, and it's you can go in and tour it, and it's full of bats and stuff. But that's actually pretty cool to see how they used to mine the chalk and all that stuff. Oh yeah, carhenge, SHH Moto Travels, carhenge up by Alliance, Nebraska. Way back, like my first motorcycle trip with my dad. I think it was back in 2005, if I remember right. That's where we went. That was our destination, was Carhenge. So we went up there, and it's a bunch of old cars dug into the ground in the same formation as Stonehenge.
Right.
And
Just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the most redneck Nebraska thing you could ever think of, but it's pretty cool.
Cadillacs, right?
Yeah, they're not all. These aren't all Cadillacs. You might be thinking of the Cadillac Ranch, but there's all kinds of different
trucks and cars. And
there's a guy up country here. He buries all his old pickup trucks along the side of the road. They're like the running boards in the dirt, like they're just sunk right in.
Oh.
I think he puts them like that so nobody will steal them. But,
that's about it. There's not a whole lot in Nebraska. It's a lot of open range kind of stuff, and we don't hate it as much as we portray. It's we go north of us about a half an hour north of us, 30 to 45 miles, and it's like sand hills. So there's hardly any trees, and it's just like rolling hills, sweeping curves. It's a lot of fun to ride, and we'll probably show you guys some of that hopefully this summer.
Next one, Kev.
The one thing I was going to say is I really like your what? What I was going to say is, yeah, I am. This one's going to be Dave. Dave's got a question he wants to ask, but I was going to say, what I really like about your videos is your travel videos are awesome. There are a couple of your videos though that seem to have disappeared, and I wondered if you took them down or if I just can't find them. Your bikini car wash one I couldn't find.
Yeah, it's geez, I don't know where that one went. YouTube did not like that one, and it wasn't very ad friendly. So I
like that one.
I know. I should probably. It's private at the moment. I should probably wake it back up.
A lot of people liked it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know. You start working with companies here and there, and they see that, and they're like, yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. It made me laugh so hard.
He's gone.
You lost
him. I stole that idea, and I did it too, but not as and I have no hair, so it didn't really work as well.
I'm gonna flip your hair back.
So, Dave, go ahead and ask your question.
I didn't wash my bike for a whole month after watching that video of yours, Kev. Watching your bike, the soap suds and all of that. Yeah. All right. So
I know.
So this was my thought for a question about Sturgis, because you're so close, being 7 hours away. Lori and I, we went to Sturgis in 2017. And it took us just 26 hours worth of driving to get there, right?
Wow.
So, So put it this way: it was a while planning that trip, and we want to do it again. But we've got a list of different locations we want to go, Nashville and things like that, and Americade and Laconia and stuff like that. But anyway. You're the resident expert on Sturgis, so kind of let's have a chat about places to stay, places to party, your thoughts on the future of the rally, that type of thing.
Yeah, you want to start this one? As far as favorite rides, it's kind of a toss up for me between Needles Highway and Iron Mountain Road.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of heard the same roads up there. Spearfish Canyon is a really nice road, but it's a little faster. It's a little more sweeping curves, and it's beautiful. There's waterfalls and stuff like that. But during the rally, it's so busy you can't really stare off. You kind of have to look at the road. At least I do. She can gawk all she wants, but so that kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of that road for me. Needles and Iron Mountain, they're a little slower ride, and you can kind of take it in a little more.
They're very technical, though.
They are a little more technical. But as long, if you're an inexperienced rider and you take them slow, it's definitely doable.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, so for us, we've traveled those highways that you mentioned. And Lori rides her own bike, and at the time she had a Victory Kingpin, and we rode the Iron Mountain Road. And I think she's a good rider. I think that she undersells her capability.
Yeah.
But we had communications on, and Brian, I don't know how many times she swore at me for taking her on these, sweeping corners, the pigtails, and all of that. And when the minute I thought, you know what? Maybe she needs just a little bit of a break. We'll pull over when we get to the top, and I said, "Well, just take a look at that." And she said, "You don't stop. You just
Get me
on,
on,
right?" and she doesn't normally drink, and when she rides, but when we got to the bottom, over the comm lines comes, "If that next stop sells beer, pull over." So
I get it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. It was fun. We rode it with Baggers and Brews last year, and that was their first time being on it, of course, and they were,
impressed.
They were impressed. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as favorite places to stay,
Any hotel.
It kind of depends on what you want out of Sturgis. If you kind of like the laid back type of style, a hotel, an Airbnb, Verbo. We had the chance to stay in a house this last year, and that was nice. You kind of get out of the crowd. You can make your own supper, breakfast, whatever you want to do. That's a little more private. Hotels obviously are a little less expensive than the houses, but
Still pretty pricey.
it's still pretty pricey.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to have a good time, stay at any one of the campgrounds. But if you're looking to get a lot of sleep,
don't stay there.
don't. So the Buffalo Chip is a sponsor of the World Record Poker Run. So I'm not talking any trash on them, but You don't go there to sleep.
Don't go there. We stayed there 3 times.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. And if you like staying up all night listening to bikes bounce off the rev limiter, and you like partying and having a good time, it's a good place to go. As well as the Glencoe campground is kind of the same way. It's a party all night kind of thing. Sleep during the morning and get up when the sun wakes you up. But
Right.
It was funny the first time we stayed at the Buffalo Chip. The morning after, I woke up and I looked at you and I said, I will never do this again. And he was like, okay, that's fine. At least we tried it. Next year rolls around. He's like, okay, let's try it one more time. I think Shinedown was playing at the Buffalo Chip. So he was like, we'll try it one more time. It'll be fine. Yeah. So he talked me into it. The morning after, I said, I'm never doing this again. Then the next year, he talked me into it again. And I finally put my fist down and I said, no.
Now I'm banned from there. I can't go. It's so easy and convenient, though, because they'll have a concert that you want to see, and it's free camping, if you get a ticket. So, and you can drink, and you don't have to worry about leaving on your bike while you had too much to drink or whatever. You can just throw a tent down and you're good to go. Yeah. So it's very convenient. But
no, I never saw the original Full Throttle, but I saw the new Full Throttle. Which do you like better?
Definitely the original.
The old Full Throttle was awesome.
Yeah, it had a lot of character. Obviously, it was all mostly wood, which is kind of the reason it's not there anymore. But you spill enough alcohol on wood, I guess it dries it out. I don't know. But it had a lot more character. The new ones, it's all steel and concrete. I see what he was going for there, but it's just not.
Doesn't have the old flavor of the old.
It's just kind of like you're out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw all the old machinery inside the I guess the main entrance, the bar there. Pretty amazing, some of that stuff that's still around.
Yeah, they have that big mill. That's an old mill.
Someone asked if I was riding my bike to Sturgis this year. No, I'm not ready for that yet. Maybe
next year.
Maybe in a couple years. We'll see where I am. Not anytime soon.
Now, does Heather's name kind of go along with your Dinah? Or your Fat Boy, I should say.
Say what? What'd you go ahead?
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm just asking because she's on the Kawasaki right now, and that's going to be good for a year of riding, and then she's going to start looking towards a bigger bike. Is your second bike have her name on it?
He got that for himself, with him in mind.
I've always wanted one, and I found a good deal on it, which is kind of why I got it. But I would be, if I put some crash bars on it, which I've considered, then I would let her ride it, tomorrow. I think she could handle it. She's been doing great on her little bike. The only thing I worry about is her whiskey throttle in it, but I think she's got enough throttle control now where I don't think she would do that. Because it's got a 103 in it, and it's not a very heavy bike. I mean, as far as Harleys are concerned. But I think she could handle it. So maybe this summer, if I get some crash bars on it, maybe
we'll see. Maybe.
Definitely not opposed to it.
Yeah.
So my next question.
For me,
so the best part of YouTube for you, what would you say it is on? You've been doing it for quite a while now, and your channel's doing good.
Yeah, I'd say for me, is kind of meeting people, and it's nice to have. And I try to interact in the comments as much as I can. Sometimes it gets away from me, but I like meeting people. I like talking about different, just motorcycle culture in general with other people, because I don't have a lot of close friends that are motorcycle riders, whether it be Harleys or sport bikes or anything. I mean, we live in a small town, so there's not a whole big population of people to choose from anyway. But for me, it's meeting people and being able to talk about motorcycles and everything that goes with them.
I agree.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah. It's been cool to meet people that you feel like you get a relationship with them online, and then when you meet them, it's just like you're best friends with them. Like Baggers and Brews, we're great friends with them. And
Well, it's the bike mentality, right? Like it's
Yeah.
you stop at a gas station and another bike pulls in. There's a conversation every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
only very rare that you have somebody that'll snub you on another bike. Like
Yeah.
everybody has something to talk about. Something
Yeah,
in
for
common.
sure.
Yeah.
Brian, when you go to these different rallies and that, are you starting to be recognized a lot more?
Yeah. And we're still a very small channel, but we are starting to get like Sturgis. We've had a couple people yell, Blacktop, and Eureka Springs, we got yelled at a couple times. So it's cool. It's
weird.
It's a little weird, but not in a bad way. It's just
Yeah.
we're not used to it at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we love people coming up and being like, "We watch
Well,
you."
I think too, probably.
Yeah.
I think probably too, because you're by association with Adam.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's very easy to get along with, and I think we have a lot of the same audience. So that probably helps a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so my next question: what's been the biggest biggest challenge with the channel?
For me, it's been growth. Of course, we all want to grow. We all want to grow it, as fast as we can or whatever. But not so much the growth has been the challenge. It's the time that it takes to get the growth. I only have time to edit one video a week. I mean, with work and everything, trying to up that. I'm trying. Things are starting to slow down a little bit. So
And doing it the right way, like growing it the right way. We can't just go say, "Hey, subscribe to this
Right.
channel. Subscribe to this channel."
yeah,
We're trying to organically get subscribers to continue
Mhm.
watching our content. So
yeah, I've always been big on organic growth because, especially when I was small, I never wanted a big shout out from any big YouTubers because,
Right.
and I still really don't. It has helped. I've had a couple and it has helped, but thankfully I was at the point where it didn't negatively affect me. If I was sitting around 1,000, 2,000 subscribers and I had a Shade Tree or Blockhead or something shouted me out, I might gain a lot of subscribers, but then they wouldn't be invested in us as people, and they may not watch it, and then that would hurt the channel. So trying to do it right. It's we're all kind of shooting from the hip here. So
And I'll
I've
just,
had that same thing where a couple of the big guys offered in the Goldwing world offered to give me a boost, and I just said, just for now, thank you, but I just want to see how it's going to go by myself.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice thing too is both you and Heather are like a team with us, and what is attractive is the playoffs of the both of you have. I remember one of your videos was a gunfight. Right?
Yeah.
Or a pretend gunfight, and I mean that's very unique, right? And it just goes to show you're down to earth, you're good people, and it's fun, right, to see some of these things.
It is fun. It's fun to do them, and I'm glad she brings more of my personality out. Otherwise,
we're just weirdos.
We're weird, yeah.
It's like I say with
Brian,
my wife on the back, we go riding, and that's my favorite time. Group rides with the guys is great. There's a lot of camaraderie and a lot of fun and good scenery in that. But when she's on the back, that's the top of the line for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So you talked a little bit about editing and how you have to edit once a week. So what editing program do you use? You do such a good job with your editing. I really like watching your videos. They're always so well edited and so well put together, and they're fun to watch. So
I appreciate it.
To edit.
Well, that means a lot because I spend a lot of time on them, sometimes too much.
Too much time sometimes.
But and with this question, we can circle back to the map thing too. I use DaVinci Resolve.
Really?
And it took me quite a while to learn how to use it.
For sure.
It's got a steep learning curve to it. But now that I've kind of have, what we do here on YouTube is not a lot of times not overly technical. We're not making advanced graphics and stuff. So I've kind of touched on that a little bit with the map deal. But I originally got that program because it was free. And I couldn't justify spending the $600 a year for Premiere Pro because I'm a PC guy. I don't have any Apple stuff, so I know they have Final Cut Pro and things like that. But so I started out with the free version, and then I ended up buying the studio version, which free updates, and I'm happy with it. And it's got a Fusion program in there, so. That's what I use for my maps. I just get a map that I get from Google or whatever. I'll just screen cap it. And then you can go into the Fusion portion, which is basically just the special effects portion. And you can kind of draw the line. You can kind of draw the line of the road you're on and then keyframe it so it just draws it out for you. And you can set how long you want it to last. I usually shoot for like 3 to 5 seconds. And yeah,
it works well. That's a good attribute for your video.
The 3 to 5 seconds.
I usually have it. I'll have a little picture of the bike, and I'll have it moving around the route.
to
show as I talk.
Wayne, Lori's whispering in my ear, telling you to shut up for a minute. Hold on, just a second.
That's not true. That's not true. But listen, we're looking forward to your visit, Kevin, because I bought lots of ice cream for you. Just so you know.
Right on.
And Heather just started riding.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You did.
Don't ask Lori what bike she has because she can never remember.
It's a motorcycle.
No, it's great. Go ahead. You tell them.
Go ahead.
It's a motorcycle.
Yes, it's a
Soft-tailed deluxe.
Soft-tailed deluxe.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. Those are pretty.
Very nice looking bike.
All right.
Oh.
Does anybody else need a beer?
We're good.
I take one.
Well, she asked because there was a live stream a few months ago where she was checking up on me, and Wayne said, "I'll have one," right? So ever since then, she double checks.
That's
Nice.
So yeah, the DaVinci
So when we were
program,
talking about,
I've tried using it and I gave up. So I'm a Final Cut Pro guy right now.
Oh, right on. Yeah. It's got a learning curve.
iMovie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever works.
Kev's got iMovie. That's what he uses.
Yeah, and then I use
What about
Power
you, Dave? What do
Director.
Oh, okay.
Turn up your mic, Kev. No, Kevin,
Pardon me?
turn up your mic.
Oh, go ahead, Kev.
Oh, turn up my mic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me figure that out. You guys carry on. I'm going to figure out my mic.
Well, I'll ask one or two of my questions that I prepared. So,
All right.
When you ride, would you rather just go out and explore, or do you always have a defined place to go to or an event?
Lately, we've had kind of destination stuff, but that's more along the lines of just for the channel kind of thing.
Right.
But I do really enjoy just going and ended up. We've done that a few times.
Yeah.
Just
drive.
just go
Yeah.
and then end up somewhere. And we took off. Was it when did we go to Niobrara? Was that last fall?
Last year, yeah.
We took off, headed northeast, and we grabbed some extra clothes. We didn't know where we were going to stay, and we ended up back at home.
It was a long day.
It was a long day, but we went up there and rode around for a while and ended up doing a half an iron butt. It was just a random Saturday. We didn't really have anywhere to go. We ended up in South Dakota and then headed back south, and we we were just like 2 hours north of home, and we thought, might as well go home.
Yeah.
If I'm riding with a group, I'm pretty much it's a defined place to go to. But if it's Linda and I, it's usually freelance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We just wing it.
Definitely
Wing
good
it.
things about both. Yeah, winging it's great, man. That's the best way to do it.
So probably this question's for Heather, but motel or camp?
Hotel.
Kev,
I like to camp
Can you
every
hear me?
once in a while. What was that?
Hello.
Hello?
Kev,
We can hear you.
Kev's-
Mike sounds good.
okay, so I don't see any Goldwing riders in your groups, and I did see one video where you waved to a Goldwing going the other way. So that's the
you
only
hear me?
Goldwing content we've seen so far.
Is the sound
We
gone?
can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah,
we can
Kev,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
I can't hear me. I can't hear anybody.
I think there's
Okay.
a delay
What happened?
Turn it up.
on him.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
Kev-
hey, Kev, we
Man, oh
still have
man,
time.
I'm running it and I'm having technical difficulties. What the heck is that all about?
I
Oh,
know.
man. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We
Now
can
we
hear
can,
you,
yeah.
Kevin, but
No? Crap.
give him the thumbs up.
We should all just like
Jeez.
All right. I got one more question. We
I was
can
just
keep
thinking
going.
the same
Tony.
thing.
Can
Just
anybody
not
hear me?
word.
Hello? Hello?
we can hear
You're
you.
there, Kev.
No?
But to
No.
circle back, yes, I do wave at Goldwings.
North of the border. You ever gone up to the
Oh man.
provinces above you at all?
I have not. Oh, he dipped out.
Hello?
I have a friend in Saskatchewan that I've been wanting to go up and visit, but I've never been. The only time I've ever been to Canada was on a plane to Vancouver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get on a boat.
So I'd like to get
Well,
up
it's a
there.
good place to go. Like Vancouver's got some very scenic
Hello?
landscape.
Like it. Yeah. We didn't.
Have reboot your computer. We'll keep going until you get it. Oh, he can't hear me. We're
And he-
screwed.
He's usually
That's
the one that
this is the third live stream in a row we've had technical difficulties.
Really?
Aw.
it's at the
Yeah,
third
and it's
or
been
fourth.
somebody different every time.
It's
Yeah.
usually the guests that have
Can
the
you hear
problem.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear
Yeah.
you. Can you see
Is there
us?
sound? You can hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Okay. So that's okay. I can't hear anything, but you can hear me. That's all good.
Use your phone.
Oh, man.
Okay, Kev, what's the
Yeah.
next question? Oh, you can't hear me. You can't hear us.
It'll be like a 20-second delay for him.
And you thought it was going to be a boring question answer Q&A video, right?
Use your phone. Use your phone, Jeff.
I'll get Lori back down here. She'll fix it.
Speed round, huh?
Okay, Dave, you got any more questions?
Have I got any more questions?
I'm gonna go to.
I know one. Is your what's the little what you put a switch underneath your seat in one of your videos? Was it for what was that? That was for starting, wasn't it? A push button
was-
starter?
It's for my garage door because I'm lazy.
Your garage. That was it. That was it.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
30
though.
and 30 minutes of creating a garage door opener to bolt underneath your seat.
I can't get in.
Well worth it.
I'm
Let me
out.
make a sign.
Oh
and tell
my
them to
God.
reboot.
All right, we'll go back to Kev. Right?
He
All
still
right.
can't hear us.
We're going round the board to help Kev out. We're gonna go round the board, right? So Brian and Heather, you go first with your favorite type, then Wayne, then me, then Kev, if he's still here.
What's the question again, Dave?
I am
Favorite type of beer.
gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to.
Oh.
That's great.
I've never heard of that beer. Reboot.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't kill the
I
stream.
know.
Well,
I
porters.
don't think it will because he's jumped out 3 times.
Oh,
so I
that's
don't
true,
think
that's
it'll kill
true.
it.
Yeah.
There, we're good.
My favorite type is porters, and second would be stouts.
And my
Okay.
favorite type is stouts. Second is porters.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't have a
I'm
favorite.
kind of boring. I'm like a Corona guy, no lime.
Those are good.
Back.
Are you there,
I'm
Kev?
back.
Can you hear
Now
us?
I'm here.
Microphone check.
Now I can hear.
I
Yay!
need technical support. That's all. That's what I do, man. That's what I
So did
do.
we do our favorite kind of beer?
Yeah, we're just
I like
finishing.
dark
We're just starting.
And for me, I'm drinking now a Sleeman Clear 2.0.
Ooh.
Right, I used to drink Coors Light. I know, very boring. This has a little bit more flavor. So
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm drinking like a girl here. I'm having a Summersby red rhubarb.
Red
yes.
rhubarb beer.
You like that?
I would like
Yeah,
that.
Wayne, you know what I haven't been able to find? Because I had a toasted caramel whiskey at a friend's house, and they got the bottle from the US somewhere, and that was such a
What kind of whiskey was it?
I don't remember. I don't remember too much about that night after I started drinking the toasted
Not
caramel
going to
whiskey.
be a lot of help to me. Eh?
It was very good, right?
We'll do some research. I'll see if I can come up with something for you.
I've looked. So when we were in Daytona, I went into a bunch of liquor stores and
Salted caramel.
couldn't find it. But if you ever come across it, toasted caramel whiskey, try it. It's very tasty.
Toasted caramel
Is
whiskey.
Heather doing the lookup? You're going to tell us where to buy it?
Heather's going to find it in like 3
Was it
seconds.
Black Velvet?
No,
Jameson?
might have been a Jameson.
Did
Jameson
it
Black
look like
Barrel.
this? Oh. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, maybe not.
No,
Glory.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
not gonna
it's
work.
on face detection.
you know what? If once when I was finished drinking all of that, I can recognize that picture now.
Because it's blurry.
It was blurry then. It's blurry now.
I'm blurry now. Oh.
No. Your
Okay,
picture of the
Did
bottle
we
was.
answer that one? Did we beat that one to death? Okay. How about this one? The best mod you've made to your bike. For me, it's been those mirrors that with the split mirror I put on mine. I really like those because you can see so much better. I've noticed that to be a big difference. I noticed, Brian, you did a bunch of mods to your lights on your bike lately, and that was what made me ask this question. So has that been the best mod you've made?
Actually, my best mod was probably that Zero Cybercharger I put on.
Mhm.
I love
okay.
I love that it's wirelessly charging it while it's on the mount, and then I don't have to worry about a cord, and it's always charged when I get to where I'm going.
Mhm.
You know, I said earlier I have an old phone, but
Mhm.
if my good phone starts to, the battery starts to wear down, I just throw it in there for the rest of the trip, and it's charged up when we get to the hotel or wherever we're heading that night.
Oh wow.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm always forever having a dead phone. How about you, Wayne? What's your best mod?
My best mod?
Wayne,
Ooh,
your best mod.
the seat. I got the ultimate seat on the Goldwing. That's probably the best comfort mod. Lots of repairs. When you got a 2005, you got lots of repairs.
That's not a mod.
I know. Yeah.
Well, it's a
Oh,
Honda.
the headlights, the LEDs lights up the whole road and half the field beside each side of the road.
That's good.
I've never ridden a Goldwing. I need
Yeah.
to ride one sometime.
Come on up. I'll let you take it for a roll.
Right
How
on.
about you, Dave?
Take you up on that.
Well, I've got two, right? I'll go for aesthetics and for comfort. So I put a Mustang seat on my bike and Legionnaire ride. So, that's the comfort side of it. And then for a bit of the aesthetics, I just finished putting on a 21-inch RC Industries Eclipse Raider front tire on my bike. So
Nice.
that was the
Yeah, it's a sharp little bike.
I got no desire to upgrade to a bigger
Yeah,
bike
he's
or
got
bigger
air ride
engine
on it. That thing's
or
pretty
anything,
good.
Unless the engine makes some noises, and then I might have to
And maybe.
Might have to.
right. Maybe I'll get Kevin to
We
come
can
up
start a
and
rumor for you, Dave, if you want.
Yeah, I heard you.
Last time we rode, Dave, that didn't sound right.
Yeah.
You better check that out.
I kind of took our seat for granted. Maybe that's my favorite mod.
Really?
I know you hate our seat, but sorry, we're just talking.
Yeah. Well, they take a while to get broke
Like,
in
yeah.
if they're like the wife's half of the seat took a long time because she's tiny and it took a lot longer to break it in. So it's coming along now, but mine's like an old ball glove. You know, it's just comfortable as hell. You know somebody's got a comfortable seat when you pull up for a butt break and the guy doesn't get off the bike. That's me. I just
Nice.
That's good.
They're up walking and stretching, and they're like, "Aren't you getting off the bike?" And I'm like, "No, I'm comfy right where I am." So,
Yeah. Well, Lori never complained about the seat on my bike. What she complained about was my head was always in the way
of the view, yeah.
of the view, right? And so that's why she says, I got to get my own ride. So I quit looking in the back of your head. Hey, there's a question. Brian, has Heather ever beaked you in the back of the head when she falls asleep on the back?
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Too many times.
There's your
He
question.
gets
times.
he gets so mad, and I'm always like, "I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that."
I'm riding along, and all of a sudden, it's like, don't.
Like Lily just admitted the other day to falling asleep a couple of times on the Goldwing, but I didn't know that she did it.
And then she has the audacity to get mad when I fall asleep on the bike.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. Fun.
Are you going to miss Heather being on the back when she starts riding a lot more? Because she's really your co-pilot and photographer.
Yeah, I'll miss it. I'll miss it. I don't think she'll leave me.
No, I don't think I'll.
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Once
I always said I never ride one.
We'll know.
Well, the one thing that's going to change is your extra camera hands on the bike.
Yeah, we're gonna have
because I noticed that in the videos. Like it's handy that she's able to do the camera work for you.
Yeah, it's really nice, really nice. So I'll have to go back to the old school way, sticking it out.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. After she gets on the Dyna, because let's be honest, it's gonna happen. And she gets that on the road.
Then we'll see.
Then we'll see. Because then she'll be like, okay, this is nice.
Yeah. Lori's on her fourth bike, and she's been riding for just over 10 years.
Wow.
So she started off on a 650 Yamaha Maxim, then went to a 1200 Sportster, then went to the Victory Kingpin, and now she's with the Softail Deluxe, which she just loves.
Nice.
Now my stepson, he's got a 883 Sportster. That's what the bike he bought to start out on.
Nice.
He took the course, so he used somebody else's bike to do the course. But that's a nice little bike.
Yeah,
it's a good size, and it's not too screaming overpowered that it's
right. Yeah.
I wish we never would have sold the Sportster, because it was the heritage, right?
Right.
The 100-year edition of it, right? And it was a beautiful bike, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're
I tried to get her to test ride one once, and she said, "No, I don't."
Maybe someday you can try it.
Hey, if it's got two wheels, I won't hate on it.
That's true.
No, they're like right now, like we're actually in the market for a new bike, and I'm like, it's a dilemma. One day I want the Goldwing like Craig's got, and next day I think I want a Harley. If I could find a Road Glide fairly new and a good price, it might be the tipping point for me to jump over. But I mean, like I was saying all along, I'm just scared to death of blowing a rad hose or something on a 2005 motorcycle. And then
Yeah.
I'm just about ready to go on a 3-day northern ride with the guys, and my water pump goes on a ride with Kevin and Dave. So, it took me the rest of the week to get the parts and get it all changed out and disassemble my bike right down to the bare frame for most of it. And
Yeah, that's part of the reason I ended up with a Harley was, I mean, obviously I like the brand, but you can get them worked on anywhere around here.
Yeah.
If I break down in the middle of Nebraska where there's not much, there's always somebody that knows how to work on something.
And everything seems like the Goldwing, everything's enclosed. You can't even see most of the engine. The only thing you don't have to really work at is to change the spark plugs. The rest of it, air filter, you got to disassemble it like halfway down to get to it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And where the Harley, everything's out in the open.
Yes.
And all the wiring is mainly, I believe, is mostly up in the fairing on most of them. The ones that have a fairing.
Yeah.
So it's accessible. We tore one apart. We tore an Ultra apart. We realized that the one guy's headlight was out, and he just got a new stereo put in the bike, and the dealer didn't plug the headlight back in.
Oh, geez.
And it was like a 5-minute job with a star screwdriver, like a Phillips screwdriver, to open the fairing up, and there's the wire undone. Did the wire back up, fix it. But I was amazed that everything was right there compared to mine. Like mine's a nightmare.
Yeah.
To get into.
It would make a difference.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Oh. Check out Kevin's t-shirt. This is what he wants you to look at next. Stand up, Kev.
There we go. All right.
Motorcycles,
I love that. I love
what
that
ice
shirt.
cream?
Mine's chocolate.
Yeah, me
Chocolate
too.
I like vanilla or anything coconut.
Oh, really?
I'm boring.
Okay.
And I like. We have a dairy. It's called the Kawartha Dairies, and their ice cream is Moose Tracks, which is kind of vanilla and chocolate chips and sort of like Oreo cookie, that type of type, right?
Yeah.
And that many. Hold on, that many scoops.
I'm black cherry. I like black cherry.
Ooh, yum.
That'd be good. I've never had.
I don't think I have either.
Ah.
Yeah, mine's chocolate all the way, all the time.
Right on.
There we go. Okay, that was hard. Okay, here's one good one for you guys, because you go on a lot of trips and a lot of long trips. So what's the one must-have item on a long bike trip? Is it sunglasses that you can flush, or
I still wear those, which is really gross.
Oh, geez.
I still wear those to this day. They're my favorite. I can't find. They don't make those anymore, so I'm stuck with them.
No, the flushable kind?
No, not yet. What's your item?
Oh, mine's probably going to be our sheepskin. That thing, it saves my butt on long trips.
So yours is a stock seat?
It's a Mustang seat, but
really?
Yeah, I put that sheepskin on, just gets a little airflow under there, and I don't know. I can go a lot farther with that on than I can with it off, so it's kind of a must do for me now.
Yeah, I've got the same thing.
I find the killer for me is the heat from the bike coming up, and after you've gone like a lot of miles, the heat resonates up through the seat, and it's more of the discomfort than the actual just sitting on the seat. So
yeah, I could see
the
that.
sheepskin kind of helps with the heat, though.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't
it probably does. It's probably an insulator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about yours?
Chapstick. That's my item.
So how about you, Wayne? On a long trip, what's a must-have?
Long trip with Linda on the back would be my trailer, because I can put everything in it, and my bike stays nice and light, and it's easy to handle. And if it's just me, I've got the new Saddleman's seat bag,
Mm.
and it's curved so that the backrest never touches it. You put a duffel bag or something on the seat behind you, it's always pushing the backrest forward and getting in your way every time you want to get on the bike and stuff. It made it easy, and I can put everything in there for the whole week. Just undo a bungee cord and pick it up like a suitcase and take it right to the room and set it down.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah,
All
that is
ready
nice.
to go for the next time. Just back out and do up the bungee cord, and we're off and running again. So
Nice.
yeah, that was my newest, best addition to long bike trips.
Good one.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, for me, it's bicycle shorts. I wear those bicycle shorts underneath my jeans because I don't use a sheepskin, but it sure I can sit in the seat a lot longer if I wear the bike shorts underneath. So we killed that one.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, that was the end of those questions. So if I was going to open it up to anybody in the comments, if they had questions they'd like to ask our guests, that would be great. If you got a question for Brian and Heather, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Hit us with them, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, there's got to be one.
For the delay.
Outlaw 923 says he loves the Tail of the Dragon. Have you rode that yet, Brian?
No, I've been wanting to for quite a few years, and we don't get east ever. So
right,
we need to do. I'd like to take a month off of work and just head east, but I can't. But it'd be nice because there's so much stuff out there, like the Blue Ridge Parkway and all that stuff. So,
Craig Hainsworth asked, "What's your most disappointing trip?"
Ooh,
I don't know.
You don't know?
Colorado? Is that what you're gonna say?
Maybe.
What are you gonna say?
It's a tie between. We went to Colorado last year, and it was right in the middle of everything, and it was cold, like really cold, and it just wasn't that enjoyable. I'd say as far as trips go, that one for sure. And then also our Eureka Springs trip a couple months ago was pretty disappointing. There were some pockets of fun in there. We met some cool people and did some cool things, but overall the trip in general, it was cold. It was rainy.
Super rainy.
It kept a lot of people away.
Gear? Have you got heated gear at all? Heated gear.
Oh, heated gear? No, she needs to get some because she gets cold really easy.
Right. We bought the hot wired system for both of us from head to toe, the insoles, the pants, coat, and the gloves.
Nice.
And it's adding. Well, I started riding early March here, which is, usually we're just getting going like near the end of May.
Yeah.
I was out as soon as the rains came and washed all the salt off the roads. I was out, and shortly after, she was coming out with me. Like by the end of March, she was on the bike. So it's really added almost 4 months to our riding season.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, well, up here it makes a difference.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's valuable to me to spend the extra money to get it and have it.
Yeah,
and
if it gets you that much riding, for sure.
Heather, it's instant heat. When you push that
that's what I
button,
need.
the coat just down the middle of your back, just like you're standing in front of a fire.
I need
It's
that at work.
awesome.
I would wear that now.
Yeah.
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 So Brian, Justin wants to know what's your hot weather riding gear?
Generally, as I get older, I'm more safety conscious, I guess. It used to be just a t-shirt or a long sleeve white shirt. Now I've got a mesh jacket that I wear with armor in it that keeps me almost as cool as with a t-shirt. So I've been using that a lot. It's just a little bulky on the long trips sometimes I'll have to leave it behind because I don't have room for it. But I like it. It's a Harley. It's a Harley branded one. I got it at one of the Hill City Harley in South Dakota.
Is it the one with the orange stripe?
No, it's black and gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. I have the one with the orange stripe, and I like wearing that too. I used to go just a t-shirt sometimes, but I find that, like you, especially because I was an instructor, and I always told everybody always wear gear. That I find that I do, and I like wearing gear because I feel like if something happened, at least I have a chance. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you've ever been down on a motorcycle, whether it be a dirt bike or
a
bicycle, I mean, it hurts, and it doesn't take much to rub your skin off. So
I find that footwear, so boots and gloves, are your most important because those are the things that you're going to sacrifice when you're sliding down the road.
Yeah,
I take it from me from experience.
Yeah,
I never go without gloves of some type.
I don't either. Yeah, that's the first thing you put down when you fall.
Because you go like the first thing that hits the road is your hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's one of the number one things.
Well,
Shishimoto had a question there for the guests.
I got you, Dave. No, I don't see it. Hold on.
Okay, so what's your preferred length of trip when riding both the bikes?
Okay.
I guess he means when you're riding whichever bike you have.
Each one, yeah. As far as like my touring bike, I mean, I don't really have a preferred length. I guess I like 600 miles is probably as far as I really want to go in a day.
That's hard.
I like to take my time and sightsee and stuff like that. So on that bike, we definitely try to shoot for like the 400 range, but there's times we'll do 600. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
The Dyna, where it doesn't have a windshield, and I've gotten a little soft over the years riding the touring bike. The Dyna, about 200 miles, 200 to 300 is probably all I really like doing on that one. And it is better now that I wear full face. When I had the half helmet, it would kind of try to yank my head off, but the full face does help with that a little bit. But yeah.
Have you guys switched just to wearing full face now, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Just when we're in town, we'll wear half helmets.
Yeah.
But small town, so I like it. I like being able to hit any kind of weather, and I can, they're modulars. We wear the modulars, so if it's hot, we can lift them up. It's raining, we don't have to worry about it.
You can get a drink of water. And
it's great.
Very handy for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you're riding in a group, what's your preferred number of riders?
15.
We don't
roughly.
do it a lot.
Yeah, we don't do it a lot.
Yeah.
But I try not to go over 15 just because stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
And
what I prefer is like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Then it's controlled.
It's too big. Right. It's too big.
You don't get that chain reaction if they get gawking off the road and not watching, and somebody starts slowing down.
Yeah, it can get sketchy quick.
Yeah, it can get real sketchy real quick.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we try not to ride it. We don't do poker runs usually because I've had bad experiences with poker runs. A lot of
I find too when you get the.
What's that?
Go ahead, Kev. I don't think he can hear us.
Oh.
Go ahead, Kev.
Oh, I missed that. Mine was glitchy there.
Okay.
No, I find that with our group, we have a riding group locally, and I don't like it when the groups get too big because then you get that whole boomerang thing happening, and you get people who are taking chances at stops when they shouldn't. They're not riding their own ride, and I don't like that. You get people trying to keep up with the group rather than riding safe, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always the tail gunner because they try to put the most experienced riders at the front and back, and I always get relegated to the back.
Better filming that way and catch more on camera.
Yeah. I like it at the back because I like to get that, like if you're up and around rolling hills, you get that chain, like train, kind of, you can see it when you're riding. It's really hard to get it on video, but you get that where it pulls you into the video.
Right.
You can actually feel the ride a little bit in the video. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a big fan of going on rides where there's a lot of.
What is your target? Like, when will you think? Like, you're obviously very successful. You over 11,000 subscribers. But what's now that you're at 11,000? What do you think is a big deal? Because we think yours is like a really big deal. So.
Where do you want
the world? No, I don't know.
How many people in the world?
See, weirdo. God.
I mean, I guess having goals is good. So if I had to set one, I'd love to hit 100,000. I just like to have the play button. I don't know that it'll ever happen. I don't like to sell myself short, but I'm very roll with the punches kind of type of guy. So I definitely try to make things happen for myself. But if it doesn't work out, I try to just kind of let it roll off my back. But I definitely would like to grow the channel a lot more. And I mean, eventually, if I could ever go full time with it, I would love to. Mostly just to get out of my job, but I mean, I think it'd be cool. I'd really like to travel a lot more.
The one thing I'd like to say to you, Brian, is when I was really, really new and really green, I had like 64 subs, and I reached out to you and I asked you about some questions on how to grow my channel and all this sort of stuff. And what really impressed me with you was that you took the time to answer me back, and you sent me a really good message. And it really meant a lot to me that here's this guy who's doing so much better than me and has all these videos out, would take the time to talk to me. And I really appreciated that. And it really meant a lot to me. And I'm out of our group, I have the biggest channel, and we're small, we're tiny. I mean, I'm 841.
Really good.
I haven't even hit the 1,000 yet, but we try hard. We're doing everything like the big boys.
Yeah, it takes time. That's the biggest thing with it is just takes
I really
time.
Appreciated that, and that was
yeah.
Oh,
absolutely. And anytime I can help anybody out. I mean, a lot of YouTubers, they make competitions out of things with other YouTubers, and I find myself sometimes comparing myself. Well, I wish I could do as good as they are or whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're not competition. We're all just doing the same thing, doing what we want to do or whatever. And so, I mean, if you can help each other out, that's what the whole support MVC thing, that's how that all came about, was just, I think I had 100, not even 100 subscribers when I met up with those guys. And I mean, it was great. We all kind of shared ideas, not video ideas, but just, stuff to grow, and it really helped everybody out. So
yeah, I think it's always sort of cool to have a niche. Like I don't know how I fell into it, but I ended up being the ice cream guy. So
everybody's got to be something.
So I just
it's probably because you eat a lot of ice cream.
I know.
I will. Yeah, Boots and Jeans Riders subs are great, but most subs don't watch the videos. That kind of goes back to the organic growth. If you can grow it organically and everybody likes you for you, they'll watch your videos. So, I guess that's why I'm kind of glad I've never had really a viral video. I've had a couple negative videos that got a lot of views. That I mean, it is what it is. But Go ahead, Kevin.
I was going to ask you, Brian. I wanted to ask you because I heard, I think it was you were on another live stream that I was watching, and you were talking about sometimes you get trolls that are saying bad things and inappropriate things, especially around Heather and how you deal with.
Well, it depends on how bad they are. Sometimes I'll mess with them. It kind of also depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If it's been a bad day at work, sometimes I like to be a turd and just poke back or whatever. But if it's derogatory towards her,
there's
if
rude
it's really bad and she says, "What's that?"
There's rude people everywhere.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, it comes with the territory. But if it's
go
ahead.
No, I was on a live stream with one of the big Goldwing guys, and we were talking about the Senna communicators, the Bluetooth units, and I'm not really a big fan of their products, most of them, and we were having a chat about it, and I got trolled by a guy off of his stream. And I did a little background check on the guy, and I actually hunted him down, and I found him in a video of a product release party at the Senna headquarters. So he's actually a Senna person.
Gotcha.
Oh, and he trashed me. He didn't like the way I used my hands when I talked. He nitpicked me hard, but
they're everywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are.
I took a lot of flack one time. I did how we always do these wintertime, you get stuck doing garage videos. So I did one, which is actually one of my better videos, which is putting the little chrome covers over the passenger boards. It's just 2 screws, right? And I got slammed. Oh, why do you have to do a video for that? That is so simple. I get 500 views a month on that video.
Nice. That's one of his best videos. That's why we did it.
That's awesome.
So I said to him, thank you very much for your comment and watching my video.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, if they're really bad, I'll just block them right away. But sometimes I'll play with them, or I'll give them a couple of times. I always remember who they are, so if I see the name again, I'm just like, okay, that's 2 strikes, you're gone, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, you've got a good channel. You got a great channel, and the way you two work together is awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it works very well for you.
The one video you guys did that I really liked, and it wasn't motorcycle related at all, was there's 2 of them. The one where you were hard shooting the breeze, and there was another one where you were building a house at Halloween. The gingerbread house. That was funny. I think it was you did a live stream or something like that, and I was like killing myself laughing because Brian, you did not look impressed.
He wasn't.
She talks me into stuff.
Oh, we forgot to ask about the drone.
It was a fun video though.
We forgot to ask about your drone. What do you use?
I have a DJI Mavic Air 2.
Okay, I've got the Mini, the first one.
Nice.
But it don't like the wind. You gotta.
You've got some great drone shots. Wow.
Yeah, we've done well with the wind. Like I'm brave enough to go up so high with it when it's giving me the warnings, but and we try to hide behind buildings a little bit where possible to get some of them, and it's worked for us. But we've got windmills all around us, and there's a reason that they're there is because it's windy all the time. So we have to put up with that most of the time.
It makes it tough.
The season's coming when summer gets full going here. We'll be able to get some more of it. But
you have some pretty strict drone laws up there, don't you?
I've got the Mini, so I don't need the license.
So you can still fly it. They don't mind.
Yeah,
that's nice. I didn't know.
I'm not getting in the way of stuff anyway. They wouldn't. they're not going to come looking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We're way out in the cornfield.
The
Go ahead,
biggest, I was going to say, the biggest meet we have here is Friday the 13th in Port Dover, which is right where
So my
Wayne
back
lives.
door.
It's huge. It's a one day motorcycle thing, and we get about 100,000 bikes show up, and it's like we actually had Willie G showed up with 4 or 5 bikes in 2012 from Milwaukee, and it's a big event, but you can't fly a drone there at all. There's signs up, no drones. You can't do any of that kind of crap.
Yeah.
They have their own up so they can sell the footage.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of law enforcement there when that's going on, because there's
a
clubs.
lot of law enforcement.
There's clubs like there's guys live right in Port Dover that are club 1%ers.
Gotcha.
Club guys.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them around this area.
I'd really like to thank you guys for taking the time and doing this with us. This has been awesome.
Yeah, this was cool.
One of our best lives yet. So
nice.
We're really pleased to have you on, and I would love to share a beer and an ice cream with you sometime.
Yes.
Maybe not at the same
That would
time.
be great. If the borders ever open up, we'll have to go and have a beer and ice cream.
Yeah. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, very good. We don't need an excuse. We'll go.
If you guys could just hang around for a couple of minutes. If you guys could just hang around for a couple of minutes after.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, appreciate you guys having us on too.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. So
awesome,
we're gonna
guys.
probably thank I'd like to thank everybody in the side chat.
Yeah. So guys, just on
I'd
the
like to
side,
thank everybody in the side chat who came along, and we will.
My house next week.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
You were saying
just
something,
for
Dave?
everybody that's going to be on my channel next week.
And just in
We're
case
busy here.
people haven't read.
Oh,
in
next
the
week.
side
Yeah,
chat,
next week we're going to be where?
Wayne's.
Wayne's
okay.
house.
Yeah. And I was Kev, just let me finish here. Looks like my Facebook account's been hacked, because I'm getting messages from people saying that I'm sending out a video. Not the greatest way to end a chat, but anyway, it's not me. So I'm gonna when we're finished here, I'm gonna bow out, because I gotta see what's going on, right? So anyway.
Okay.
Password.
Yep.
All right, Dave. We'll see you.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Yeah,
Brian,
if you guys could
Heather.
just hang around
Yeah.
for a couple of
See you soon.
seconds afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
Go ahead, Kev.
So I'm all right. Well, thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next week. I was going to say, if you guys, Heather and Brian, if you can hang around for just a couple of minutes, and we're gonna thank everybody for coming, and we'll catch you next week on Wayne's channel, and we're out of here.
Bye,
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. And we are still turning.